Sweet foods have a unique allure that can sometimes feel irresistible. From decadent desserts to sugary snacks, many of us have experienced the strong pull of sweet treats. But have you ever wondered why sweet foods can be so addictive? It turns out that the complex interaction between the sweet taste, the brain, and the reward system in the human body can contribute to the addictive nature of sweet foods. One of the reasons why sweet foods can create addiction is the stimulation of the reward system in the brain. When we consume sweet foods, it can trigger the release of chemicals such as dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. The release of dopamine in response to the sweet taste of food can create a pleasurable sensation, which can then trigger brain responses that make us want to repeat the experience. This is similar to how other addictive substances, such as drugs or alcohol, can stimulate the reward system in the brain and lead to addiction. Habitual consumption of sweet foods can also contribute to addiction. Our eating patterns and behaviors are influenced by our daily routines and habits. If consuming sweet foods has become a regular part of our daily routine, it can result in repetitive behavior and cravings for more sweet foods, even beyond satisfying our appetite. For example, reaching for a sugary snack every afternoon as a pick-me-up can become a habit that is difficult to break, leading to addiction-like behaviors. The high sugar content in sweet foods can also play a role in addiction. Many sweet foods, especially those high in simple sugars like table sugar or high fructose corn syrup, can cause physical dependence on sugar. When we consume excessive amounts of sugar, it can disrupt blood sugar regulation in the body, leading to sharp fluctuations in blood sugar levels. These fluctuations can trigger increased hunger and cravings for sweet foods, creating a cycle of dependence on sugar to regulate mood and energy levels. Emotional responses can also be a factor in sweet food addiction. Some people may turn to sweet foods as a way to cope with stress, anxiety, or other negative emotions. The pleasurable sensation of consuming sweet foods can provide temporary comfort or consolation, which can lead to a habit of repeatedly consuming sweet foods as a means of coping with emotional distress. This emotional attachment to sweet foods can further reinforce addictive behaviors. Cultural and social factors can influence our tendency to consume sweet foods. Our culture and social environment can shape our preferences and consumption patterns when it comes to sweet foods. For example, sweet foods are often associated with celebrations or gatherings in many cultures, and they can become ingrained in certain habits or traditions. This cultural and social conditioning can contribute to the addictive nature of sweet foods and make it challenging to resist cravings. It's important to note that excessive consumption of sweet foods can have negative impacts on health. Regularly consuming high amounts of added sugars can contribute to obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other health issues. Therefore, it's crucial to maintain a balanced diet and manage sweet food consumption to prevent addiction and promote overall health and well-being. If you find it difficult to control your cravings for sweet foods, seeking guidance from healthcare professionals or registered dietitians can be beneficial. They can provide personalized recommendations and strategies to manage cravings, develop healthy eating habits, and reduce the risk of addiction to sweet foods.